What's up guys? So you've seen the title of this video and you know that we're going to be turning $1 into a Lamborghini. I got the idea for this channel about a year ago before I got this car. I saw this Porsche and I had to have it, but I knew it would never happen unless I made it happen. And now I'm thinking the same way about finally getting my dream car, so I wanted to capture this journey. So I have a few different ideas of where I want to go with this, but basically I'm going to be flipping, trading, investing, and doing any side hustle I can think of to get to a Lamborghini as quick as possible. So let me get back to the house so we can set up some ground rules, and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, we're back. We only have a few ground rules because this is already going to be difficult as is without any rules. So number one, and this one's pretty obvious, nothing illegal. Number two, no gambling. And number three, every dollar we make must be documented and accounted for in this video for it to count towards our goal. So we know the long-term goal is to get the Lambo, but I think the first step of this challenge is to set some immediate and short-term goals. An immediate goal is definitely to decide whether I want to buy an item for $1 and flip it for profit, or if I want to build up some initial funds to then start flipping with. I jotted down a list here of some different ideas, and now it's just a process of elimination. Before we decide on that though, we need some other short-term goals. I think our first short-term goal is definitely to go from $1 to $10. And I think our second short-term goal would then be to go from $10 to $100. I don't think that should be too difficult, but we'll see. All right, so some of the things I came up with for flipping would be pretty much anything you could find in a thrift store. Books, clothes, sports memorabilia, CDs, collectibles. I know of a nearby record store that has a dollar CD bin, but I'm not sure there's much margin on CDs once you pay for shipping. So all of these options won't really work for me right now due to the ongoing global crisis. So I had to come up with some alternatives that could be done from right here. One thing I thought of that I've seen before are those sketchy sites where you take surveys for cash. It seems like they all have the same reputation where you spend an entire day doing surveys for like 50 cents, but I want to give it a try for a few hours and see what our results are. I found some more details on the Beer Money subreddit. It's a subreddit just for making some extra money on the side, and I picked the first two options that came up. I want to put it out there that none of these sites are sponsors. These are purely just random choices to test out how this method works. If you guys have any better ideas for what we could be doing, throw your suggestions down in the comments below. So let's get right into it.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, so I just did about 2.5 hours worth of surveys and screen recorded it all. I sped it up so you could see what I ended up with. I'm gonna roll some B-roll footage in the background here while I overlay how these ended up working out, so here we go. I decided to go with Swagbucks and another one called Gain.gg to see which was better. These were the first two that popped up on the Beer Money subreddit, and if I'm being fair, it wasn't too terrible, but honestly it was pretty painful. You get a lot of the same questions over and over, invest a few minutes into it only for them to tell you you're not qualified for the survey. But it wasn't all bad. I started out with an hour on Swagbucks and ended up with $4 in Amazon gift cards. Selling those, I had to take a 10% hit to get the cash, meaning I ended up with $3.60 in my PayPal. Honestly, even if I went twice as long, I don't think that number would have gotten much higher. Most of the points I got came from sign-up bonuses in the early surveys that they incentivize you with. But again, to be fair, $3.60 for an hour of time isn't as bad as I was expecting. The other one I went with was Gain.gg. It was pretty much exactly the same as Swagbucks. They each have their own little incentives, but for the most part, they're exactly the same. Since I had our initial dollar and the $3.60 from Swagbucks, I wanted to make sure we made it to the $10, so I kept going until I hit that mark, which took about another hour and a half. All said and done, we made about $9 in 2.5 hours between those two sites, bringing our total up to $10.07, and thus meeting our first goal to go from $1 to $10. In searching around the Beer Money subreddit, I stumbled upon some other money-making hustles like churning credit cards and using referral codes for sign-up bonuses. A lot seemed pretty sketchy, but one lane I found that seems pretty legitimate is investing apps. There's sort of a trend right now of app makers who have made investment apps for buying and selling stocks because it's been pretty lucrative for the early comers like Robinhood. They offer incentives like free stocks just for signing up or referring friends, since there's a lot of competition in the market right now. I remember that being a thing with Robinhood when it first came out, and now it seems like there's at least a handful of other companies doing similar things. So I jotted down another list of which ones had the most reviews for being legitimate and came up with some that looked promising. Again, none of these companies are sponsors. I'm just sharing what I found while trying to hustle a little more startup cash. The first one I found was Stash, which when referred by a friend and putting $5 into your account, you get a $20 sign-up bonus. The next was Acorns, another popular app I see ads for all the time. That one has a $5 sign up bonus when you register your account and deposit $5. Some of these apps make you wait a few days to withdraw the funds, so this step is going to take a little more patience. Another app is TradeUp, a stock trading app which gives you one free stock valued anywhere from $2.50 to $250 just for signing up. From that, I got some power company stock worth $2.73. Next was Doe, another stock trading app which gives you a free stock valued $2 to $200 for signing up. From that, I got some gold mining company stock worth $7.07. Another one I'm more familiar with is Robinhood. It still has the incentive of if you refer a friend, you get one free stock. I already had the app, so I didn't get a sign up bonus, but was able to refer two of my friends, which yielded two free stocks, totaling $10.53. And finally, Webull. This app seems to be offering the best incentive right now. Just for opening an account, you get a free stock valued $2.50 to $250. If you deposit any amount, even $1, you get a second free stock between $12 and $1,400. And the first friend you refer, you get 3 free stocks, all valued between $12 and $1,400 each, with 2 additional free stocks of the same value for every referral after that. So just from signing up, I got a stock worth $2.83. After depositing $1, I got another stock worth $12.25. And from referring one friend, I got 3 additional stocks from the same company valued at $15.38 each. So in sum, just from these apps, we've grown our cash stack from $10.07 to $116.63. So just like that, we killed our first 2 goals relatively easily. All it required was a little bit of patience. If you guys are on your own side hustles and are interested in any of these methods, check out the links in the description. This was definitely the easiest way I could find to flip up to $100 without even having to leave the house. In the next video, we have a huge gap to fill. We're going to be turning this $100 into $1,000. This is definitely going to be a lot more challenging given the fact that we can't really get outside and use some of the more traditional methods, but I already have some really good ideas of how we're going to get it done. So until next time, stay busy out there, guys.